Hello, hello, hello.
Hello. Oh, wow. I was just watching something very disturbing.
Uh oh.
Yeah, it looks like one of our wonderful people um, in the community that we've never embraced, but anyway, um, has decided to call out every team they can think of and talk some stuff and post their pictures. It's been great.
Huh?
Matt Kondraki, or whatever the hell his name is. Let's see what the hell his name
Is,
is.
is he the one that everybody's been harping on about the last couple weeks about
Oh,
sexual
yeah.
harassment? Oh, that
Oh,
guy.
he is. Yeah, Kondraki. Oh, yeah, he's very much been harassing people and now just turning it up a notch or two.
Honestly, I don't have him as a friend on Facebook, nor am I getting any notifications about him, with the exception of certain people who post about him. But other than that, you know what? I do not want to get involved in that.
Yeah, he's on Facebook Live, and you know, I said it to the person who posted it, and I will say it now. I have no problem getting involved. My life is boring. He's been calling the police on everybody that gets involved and threatening them and threatening to, do away with them, whatever the case might be. I have no problem with that. Bring it. You're screwing with the wrong redneck bitch. Bring it. One of us won't come out, but
Right.
bet's on me. Cause no, no, your scrawny little behind ain't doing nothing.
Okay, I got everything all shared out.
Hi, Maxie Max. Come on, come on, big boy. What are you doing?
Holy cow, this is the earliest we have gone live in a very, very long time.
Cause I got off at 4:30, not 6.
How'd you manage that?
I'm in training, so I'll be off at 4:30 for the next 2 weeks.
Nice.
Then after that, I'm 9:30 to 6.
Okay.
That kind of scares me because I get up at 4, 5 in the morning. What am I going to do besides get tired between 4:30 and 9:30 when I go to work?
Well, that's kind of how life goes. You're supposed to be tired before you even get to work.
No, no. You get up, you get moving, you go to work, and you're good. You're tired before you get off work.
Yeah. Um, I have been when I was at work. Well, because I had to get up so early in the morning, I was already tired as it was because I never got enough sleep. The ironic thing is, whenever I was working the night shift, I always got more sleep when I worked nights than I ever did working during the day.
You were exhausted. Your body didn't have a choice but to shut down.
Yeah, it so weird hearing those claws hitting the floor.
Yeah, there's only,
Yeah. Well, it's just that because last time I was there, you had carpet in there, and then you've had, well, looky here.
we know what time it is, right? We understand 6 o'clock. We know this, right?
No, I beat you to it, Jeremy. I saw it. I was like, wait a second. No, I knew it was what time it was, but I was just finishing dinner very quickly.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
Hey, you guys told me I need to start having dinner before I do the show, so I'm doing you guys a favor.
Or you can have it on the show, whatever.
We also had dinner before the show, and we made it on time.
Yeah, well, I also had to wait on the microwave too because my mom was using it.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta just say real quick, like, so Adrian, did you get a haircut?
No, I just fixed it. That's
Oh,
all I
okay.
did. I've
Oh,
had to be on camera all week with my training.
okay, okay.
Nick, she got a haircut weeks ago,
Yeah, yeah. It was a lot
There's so
shorter.
much that's been going on.
and you're just now noticing it?
I don't know why. I really don't.
Because I've had it pinned back here on the top so you couldn't really tell.
Yeah, that makes
You
sense.
even showed us on the show, me and you, that
Yeah,
her hair.
I guess I forgot.
You know what, Nick?
I've had a lot going on.
Just face it, you're getting old.
Yeah,
That's
I am. Well, considering my birthday just passed, so yeah, you're probably right. You may probably be right on that.
so already the brain cells are starting to die off. You're going to lose your memory.
So at
I'm
my
already
age, you're not going to remember shit.
I'm already starting to grow a few gray hairs already. So
Yep, it's
yeah,
that time. Hell, I had my first gray hair when I was 24.
My son
24.
had it at
Wow.
like 20.
Yeah, so in most cases it doesn't wait until you get into your 40s or even 50s before you start getting gray hair. You start getting it early.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I think it was like around age. I guess I was kind of lucky because I think it was starting around age 31 was when the first gray hairs started making their appearance for me.
So there's been a lot going on this past week.
Yeah,
First of all, we had the Mission for Healthy Heroes on Sunday. Um, a successful one, I would think, because just from the Things Network Facebook page, there were almost 1,000 views across all the segments.
amazing.
I didn't check any of the other platforms or any of Zach's pages. I only checked our Facebook. And when I told Jack about it Tuesday, I think I told him Tuesday, and he was blown away that we had that many views, and that was just from the Facebook page for us.
Thanks, Kate.
Um, so I have no idea how views were for the other pages. I would hope that they were just as good.
I would
Yeah,
have been more
I
than
had not gotten to find out. It this week has been, yeah.
Well, it's usually is best to wait at least a week before going in and checking the views, so that people can go and uh, do the playbacks and all of that. Um, but I was really happy to see those numbers after even just a couple of days.
it's just that I know I've already said this a few times. I mean, obviously, I would have been more, been looking forward to bringing briefly Nick Files back with the slideshow, but unfortunately, my eye accident that changed everything. So you guys can imagine, I was really pissed off that night that happened.
Oh, I'm sure. And like I said, you already got the work done. Just save it for next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
definitely.
that much less stress next year. You're like, okay, here's my slot. I got it ready. We're good.
Just don't
Yeah,
wait
exactly.
the day of to record it.
Right. But, on the bright side of things, too, I mean, prior to the accident, of course, I was still able to take part of it in some way, shape, or form when we had my uncle on for 13th Dimension, which I wanted to ask Jeremy, what did you think of him and his stories that he gave?
And I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. I was really hoping that I found the right picture for the ship that he was telling us about, and I got it on the first try, so I was happy with that.
yeah. To be perfectly honest with you, when he was telling those stories, you would think that he's already told. Surprisingly, he hasn't. That was actually kind of the first time that I was hearing a lot of his involvement going on with the Vietnam War at that time. Even though he didn't actually go there, he still served in it in some way, shape, or form. So that was the first time I've ever heard that from him. His
You
stories from him.
know, that's like saying, back in let's go to World War One. That's like saying, well, those people, the women that would do the nursing and be there at the post. That's like saying, well, they really didn't go there. Well, no, they weren't on the front lines, but I can guarantee you they were just as effective.
Yeah, they were still
somebody else.
They were still involved in it.
Very much.
Yeah. And Kate, to answer your question, because she's asking when my St. Patrick's Day
Never.
Ready.
Never.
It's going right at because there's only 2 more days of February left, so it's going up right. Well, I'm not normally I would have done it on midnight once first.
Done and gone.
Well, I was going to say normally I would have gotten the stuff up by March 1st, like at midnight, but this upcoming Saturday night is the birthday celebration with my friends, and we're probably going to be out late that night. So if anything, it's probably going to be probably the day afterwards. So pretty soon this basement will go from red to green. I can assure you that much.
Just no flashers.
No flasher. Yeah, well, I have those too, but I'm just going to have to make sure I set them to a gentle wave so they don't flash on camera.
Yeah, because those can get really distracting.
Yeah.
Well, and what if somebody has, a seizure disorder or something like that now?
Epilepsy.
That's why, like when I first came on, that's why I stood up, because I realized that they were on all 8 modes. So I had to stand up and switch them to a gentle mode.
Yeah, because I would really hate to get a message from somebody saying they had a seizure on our show. Yeah, that wouldn't go over.
There is another one that is flashing right now, but obviously it's away from the camera. But I'm telling you right now, that other one off in the distance is actually even worse than these ones, because those over there are pink and white. So they're even brighter.
Yeah, just keep that.
Yeah, that's why I do this over here, so that way you guys don't have to deal with those lights.
Okay, so dumb question. Hey, Ladina, how you doing, honey?
Hello to everybody who has joined us tonight.
She is actually part of our Wiccan Pagan group here in town.
Oh, that's who she is? Ladina?
Ladina, uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, she's amazing. She's also a paranormal investigator. She's had a case not long ago.
Okay.
So, yeah. And her sister is a Reiki master. So, yeah, it's amazing the people you meet that are just right here. I mean, seriously, they are right here. And you'd never know. So, Nick, tell me you know this song. Do you listen to Shakira?
Yeah, I've heard of
Shakira. You've heard of Shakira? What the?
I've heard a few things by Shakira.
Okay, do you know the song "Hips Don't Lie"?
Possibly. I'm not gonna.
Homework for both of you. Get with times, and this old lady knows more. No, yo. That is your homework for tonight.
Is listening to that song, because I may have already heard it.
Yeah, well, apparently not, and you would know it.
Well, no, I was going to say, I got my earbud in right now. I'm probably just going to play a sample on it. Maybe I've had heard of it before. I was just going to play a quick sample.
Anyway, thanks to Nate, that is now my favorite song in the world. That is my get up, turn it on, let's dance, get ready for the day.
That girl can move.
Well, I don't know about her moving, but I can get up and do something, make my body move a little bit.
Yeah.
No, it's a really upbeat song. I love it.
I only know a couple of her songs, Whenever, Wherever, and Underneath Your Clothes. But beyond that, I really don't know anything. Now, I've heard the title, Hips Don't Lie, but I don't know the song.
You know what? I'm listening to it right now through the earbud. And Adrian, yes, I have heard the song before. Yep. Yeah, I know what this song is. It's been many years since I've heard it, but yeah.
What do you mean many years?
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. What am I saying? Many years.
What do you say?
No, it's been a very long time since I've heard it. I can assure you that.
Yeah, Nikki. Yes, yes, I do. And you know what's funny? I forget because when I'm down in the basement and like the kitchen is over on the other side and the windows are way up high. So like I'm not looking out the window. It's not like, full body like normal. What I don't realize is my neighbors can see right inside my window.
Oh, jeez.
So I'm pretty sure they're going, boy, that old lady's trying hard.
And also, yeah, okay, so I'm just going to say, yeah, it has been quite a number of years. And keep in mind, that song was released like 20 years ago. So it is kind of an old song.
It's a 2006 song. I just looked it up.
Yeah, 2005 it came out. Yeah, oh wait, no, Caitlin just said 2006. Yeah.
And
2006.
Yeah, so I'm just saying it's been.
So you should know it.
It's been a very long time since I've heard that.
The matter
You should know it.
released on February 28, 2006.
There you go.
Oh,
so
how
you
ironic.
should know it.
Yeah.
Yes, I am, Nikki.
Nikki, where have you been? He's got a permanent shovel attached to his hand.
Yeah.
He does. He does.
Yeah. All he does is dig, 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 dig. Yeah.
He's just lucky there's a little puppy there that sometimes, digs it back, puts the dirt back in.
And by the way, real quick, speaking of, because since a few people here in the chat are still wishing me the birthday wishes are still coming in on Facebook for me. I mean, just got another one, and oh man, I can already see this is still going to last a while for me. But hey, I'm not complaining.
Birthday wishes come in for a week.
Yeah, they do.
Just a
They
week.
really do.
Shit.
One of the first ones I actually.
Mostly, yeah, just a week.
Yeah, well, one of the first ones I got, it was actually quite a surprising one. He was an investigator, a guy named Reinhard. I forgot his last name, something Felix, and he actually said, happy birthday all the way from Germany. So that was quite a special one.
Yeah, usually I'll start getting them a couple hours before midnight, naturally.
Like 24 hours before from across the pond. Yep.
Yeah.
You probably get the ones from Europe first, and then it starts slowly making its way across the rest of the world.
And I used to get a happy birthday like 3 months ahead of time by one person. He would post on my Facebook either in February or March and wish me happy birthday. I'm like, where's this coming from?
Did you have it set funky?
A what?
Did you have it set funky? Like
No.
not your real birthday?
No, I've always had my birthday on the profile. So there should be no mistake. Now, there was a guy that I used to work with. Every time I come across him, he wished me happy birthday. Every single time. Every day of the week. And that is because he gets pissed off at me every year because I took a vacation day on my birthday because I'm not coming into work on my birthday.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think I've ever taken off for my birthday.
Well, he just started this habit. Every time we come across each other at work, which is multiple times a day, happy birthday. So I started doing it to him.
I had someone like that too back when I was in high school. It was this guy that he was a really nice guy and he was funny, but he would always joke because we were both in gym class, and every time we had to go down to the locker, just before we got started with class, anytime he would see me, he would go like, even when it's not my birthday, he would be going like, birthday boy. It didn't take long. You know what? I'm just going to take it. He's having fun with it. So am I. To answer your question, my favorite cake for my birthday. It would have to be. Well, the typical one that we usually get, not just for birthdays, we got it also like when I graduated from high school, is the Costco chocolate cakes they have. Those are always good. The way how they make them,
Did they come cold or warm?
they always come cold, as far as I can remember.
Those are the best ones when they're cold.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
So I have a question I want to pose to both of you and to everyone in the audience. I saw something right before getting on here to set the studio up about a an elderly man who was sentenced to prison because he let his underage son drive a car without a license, got into an accident and killed four people.
Oh,
And the father was arrested, charged, tried, and apparently found guilty. Now, whether the story is true or not, I don't know, because these days you can never tell what's true.
right.
Nope.
And so that posed the question. I know we have always said that parents are responsible for their kids up until the age of 18. Um, but to the point where I don't know if there was an adult in the car. I would like to think he was, but I don't know. Um, but this father was sentenced over 30 years in prison, and I wonder if that was overkill. I get the whole thing about being responsible for your kids. Um,
Did you say that he gave his son permission?
there was nothing in the. It was just a little story about it, saying that his unlicensed 15-year-old kid drove a car, caused an accident that killed four people, and the father was sentenced to well over 30 years in jail.
I would say if he gave him permission, that's a different story. He broke the law willingly. And he knew his son's capabilities and incapabilities. So
Now, if
he
he
should
did
have.
this, yeah, I mean, now if this kid went against his dad's orders and did it without, then
Right.
obviously doesn't matter. Then if your kid is still under 18, then that kid is truly responsible for it.
Right.
That's why you know
And there's been numerous accounts of kids going for a joyride.
yeah. But most of the time, it's usually without their parents' permission, of course, and that's
Right.
why a lot of them get in serious trouble. And they try to use that as a message. It's just like over a decade ago, when they used to have that Scared Straight show on. They were always trying to send a message to these kids, saying, "Look, it doesn't matter whether you're under 18. If in this case, like kind of with the case with driving, if you're going against what your parents told you not to do, if you break the law, you're going to jail for it."
Well, let's look at, I mean, circumstances would be the major thing in that, but let's look at the mass shootings at the schools. Some of those children got those guns from their parents. Now, not a one of them that I know of was handed to them. Like, here you go do this. One parent was actually on trial with the child. Not with them, but like as part of the deal. They did not end up charging the parent, but they were saying the parent should have seen signs. Not a one of those parents was charged for what their kid did. And they did so much more mass destruction.
Oh man.
Yeah, that like for example,
Yeah, I had to say, Nick, I had to set that quickly. That's what I was laughing on camera for. I'm sorry.
I like that, Nikki. I like that.
Thanks,
Nick,
Nikki.
are we going to have to make you put your phone down again?
No, don't worry. That was the last message I was going to look at.
She also sent it to me, but I didn't have a chance to look at
Oh,
for whatever reason. When somebody send me a message on Messenger, when I'm on the computer, half of them will show up automatically on the screen, and half of them I'll just get the little red dot at the top of the screen.
oh yeah, yeah.
So I don't know what the deal is, why certain people don't pop up automatically on screen.
Who
Can
knows?
we put it up? Okay, we
Oh,
can
Nick,
do
you
that.
want sure do you want?
All right, y'all put it up.
No.
It's refill time. Oh, ow, ow, ow.
I've seen that Kate's watching too. I'm sure she's gonna love this too.
See,
Oh, yeah, here it is.
see,
Okay.
the thing is, before we bring
Sorry. Go on.
before we bring it up, Nick is constantly, continuously a victim.
Yes, unfortunately.
He is not a willing victim. He is not a participating victim. But he is a victim because we want him to be.
I'm an unwilling victim.
And the thing is, he continually asks for it.
I don't know if I
He
asked.
does not say the words, but his actions show us differently. So, as a result, I have gotten this, Tom has gotten this, and who knows who else has gotten this.
Dana has gotten it. My dad has gotten it. Yeah.
And this is a picture of our Sleeping Beauty.
I love the message above it. Why do I get the singing feeling that's probably going to happen again later this year?
Because you know it's going to happen.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, you know it's going to happen.
Nikki's probably laughing. Her like she's probably laughing hard right now.
And I know, what the hell? I stopped sharing the screen, yet it keeps coming back.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that too.
Yeah. So that kind of odd. Now I have seen that happen when Don would do like the trailers.
Yeah. Hey, Mimi.
And you guys thought that you had it down, but yet the whole screen was blacked out. And for whatever reason, you guys couldn't see that, but people watching you could.
Mm-hmm.
That's really odd.
I know it's really bizarre. Oh, Susan screenshot it. So now look what we've done. Now it's going to be spread all over the place again.
Oh yeah,
I will admit that could make a great Christmas. I mean, that would make a great picture for like a birthday card.
how about putting that on the star of a Christmas tree?
Yeah, that's right. Kind of like with Nicolas Cage.
Um,
Kate?
don't mention his. Go on a tangent. Um, okay,
Okay, so going back to what we were gonna say, and here Adrian's back just in time for it.
last week we had talked about the Chicago Bears and the supposed move to Indiana.
Yeah.
Supposedly, the deal is now done in that they are going to come to Hammond, Indiana.
Oh my God, really?
My opinion, not a smart move.
Yeah.
because the Hammond area and yeah, I got that one. I got that one too.
You
Uh,
got the other picture.
the Hammond area, the Gary area, is the absolute worst place to be in the state of Indiana.
Yeah.
Gary at one time was referred to as the myrtle capital of the world.
Mhm.
Um, I think that's been taken over by another city.
Wasn't that
But
Jackson?
huh?
Wasn't that Jackson that took it over? Jackson, Mississippi.
I have no idea. It wouldn't surprise me the way that Eileen talks about it.
Okay.
Um, so personally, I don't think that's a good move for the Chicago Bears. But it if that's what the owners want, that's what the team wanted, that's what the go have at it. You guys are just going to have to live with the consequences. If it's going to bring tourism back into the area, fine. But as we know, the practically have turned the Jackson home into something of a museum because they came from Gary. Um, and Gary is, I think, also the home of where the original Demon House was.
Yes.
Uh,
I'm literally like only about an hour away from Gary, so I'm not even that far away.
but honestly, I don't know if bringing in a football team, a very popular football team at that, is really going to be the best way because they still got to clean the whole area up. Um, so many rundown places. It's not going to change overnight simply because they have a football team now.
You know, even if the crime rate over in Gary has decreased, it's probably only slightly. So one thing I can tell you right now is, and I probably said this before, but I'll say it again. But if people think that it would be awesome to head to a city like Gary, I'm like, look, man, sometimes and a lot of times, yes, it may be also the founding place of where the Jackson Five was originally from, but in this day and age, especially, it can get scary out in the streets of Gary, especially after dark, because you don't know what you're walking into.
In Gary, I wouldn't want to be out walking during the day.
Yeah, I mean that's the other thing. Yes, it's bad as it is at night. It's just as bad during the day. Let me take part of that back. It can be scary anytime when you're in Gary because again, you have no idea what you're walking into when you enter that city.
No. Mm-mm.
Now, with that, um, the Jaguars in Jacksonville, Florida, apparently have announced that they are going to build a new stadium for their home team. Is going to be called Stadium of the Future. So,
Okay,
Oh, that's fun.
that's
yeah, so there's that. Um, Other things that have happened in the news. I don't know what city this was in. When I saw the video, I thought it was AI because stuff like this just doesn't happen. But two vehicles were swallowed by a sinkhole while waiting at a stoplight yesterday.
oh
In New Mexico, probably.
oh sinkhole. See, I actually would
New
have thought.
Mexico or Texas.
I actually thought it would have been Florida because Florida often has the most sinkholes.
Yeah, I don't know where it was at
New Mexico has them because of fracking.
because of what.
Fracking, which is drilling for oil underneath, and
Yeah.
they leave like huge
Uh,
holes.
In Florida's case, it's not surprising though, because the reason why it's not from drilling in their case, it's due to the fact, I mean, let's face it, prior to Florida becoming a state and all the towns and cities built, that was a mostly marshy area. So a lot of that is a result
it
of,
still is.
yeah, it still is, but like,
The
even with
entire
Miami,
Florida is the Everglades.
yeah, I mean, it's like, but even still, if you look at Miami, Tampa, Orlando, any of those cities, it's quite obviously clear that they were once marsh areas.
That
So
was Omaha, Nebraska.
Omaha, Nebraska, too.
Yep.
I never thought Omaha. I'm just saying because, again, it's more marshy down in Florida, and that explains why they have so many. I think they said that Florida might be the sinkhole capital of the world because they have more sinkholes than anywhere else.
Well, with Florida, it's basically a floating peninsula.
Yeah,
Um, I don't I don't think it goes all the way to the bottom of the ocean, the land. I think it's just floating there.
right, right. That's how
Uh,
I see it too.
and I think parts Louisiana is the same way.
Makes sense because it does. That is the last state in which the Mississippi flows before it enters the Gulf of Mexico.
Right. But yeah, when I saw this video, I thought it was AI because people are just making shit up all the time.
Yeah, no, it happens all the time in New Mexico, but that's due to fracking. This is due to storm sewer.
Right.
Which is not surprising.
Yeah.
But it there were people that were rushing to pulling the people out. The people got out of the cars okay. They weren't hurt.
Yeah.
So they got out. I know one person was being talked bad about because she wasn't helping anybody trying to pull them out. But what it turned out to be is that this person was the one who was calling 911.
You know, I get it, but there is not an obligation in some states, and I don't know about Omaha. I'm not going to claim to know, but I don't know about Nebraska. Some states don't have the Good Samaritan law. Therefore, if you were to go help somebody and they die, you can be held liable by their family.
Wow.
So a lot of people wouldn't do it.
Well, this one here, there was probably 15 that was rushing to help, and I thought that was a good thing.
It absolutely it is, but used to, unless you were an EMT, an officer, or some kind of first responder, fire, whatever. If you were to help somebody, say you saw somebody collapse on the road, and you went to go perform CPR, you can be held liable for breaking a rib, or if they died.
You know, it's hard to say, like, in this case, like for me, for Illinois, how it works because not necessarily a natural disaster, but if, let's say, if it was like a work accident or something. Because I remember when I used to work in my old job at the warehouse, and didn't actually involve me. It was a story that I heard because, like, typical warehouses, we got deliveries. We got like just the typical mail trucks. UPS, FedEx, DHL, to name USPS, to name a few. And the guy from DHL had told us one time because he got to know us pretty good. His son, for I don't know if he still did at that time or if he was not working there anymore. He worked at a nuclear power plant, which that's quite a job, I have to admit. And I guess I don't remember the entire story because again, it was over a decade ago. I was told this story, but they said that I guess every now and then, I guess they have to. I don't know how it works. I guess they have to check the tops of the plants or something like that. I don't know exactly what that was all about.
Mm-hmm.
But even though it was probably I assume it was some kind of inspection to make sure everything was working correctly.
Sure.
Probably because they want to make sure that nothing, catches fire and the entire plant explodes or anything like that. I'm just guessing. But in spite that they were just there, it's an inspection that they're doing. Obviously, as you guys can imagine, that is an extremely dangerous job to begin with, because you are truly at risk. In which if you're near the tops of any of those domes, I guess if you will, there's often been stories in which a worker, every now and then it fell off the railing, to his death. But there were even some occasions where some of these guys actually managed to survive the falls, even when they fell into these domes. So I guess when this guy's son was first like going to be working on when he was first interviewed for the job, and he was about to begin his first day, they literally said to him saying, "We need you to go up there to check on." Well, I mean, not immediately, but every now and then we're going to need you to go up there and check on the domes to make sure they're operating correctly. And just know this is very dangerous. So you know what you're getting yourself into, right? And they also gave him this warning saying that if you fall in and you manage to survive the fall, if you manage to fall in, nobody's coming to rescue you. Because as cruel as it sounds, unfortunately, that was kind of the reality for what he had to endure. Because the reason why nobody would want to come save him was that if they try entering those domes, then the rescuers themselves are exposing themselves to all that radioactivity from the nuclear waste. So it really was that kind of thing that regardless of the Good Samaritan laws, if you fell in, you were truly on your own. Nobody was going to come help you. Even if they called 911, I don't think the police or firefighters or anything could do anything about it because, again, they too would be risking themselves.
Yeah. There was my dad worked for a beef packing plant. He was a veterinarian that would check the beef where it says USDA approved. Yeah, he was USDA, but out back.
We even had something like that at my work too.
Yeah. Out back, there was I guess I don't know what they actually called it, but what it is when you slaughter cows, blood has to go somewhere, right? It goes in the augers in the plant, but it has to go somewhere. So there's a pond outside that it goes in. And I remember my dad coming home and saying that somebody drowned in that pond. I said, "Excuse me?"
Oh, that's really bizarre.
Excuse me? Somebody went swimming?
How the hell did they end up in there in the first place?
I guess somebody had to dive down there for some reason, and I don't know what the reason was. I was too young to really understand what was being said. But it was a diver, and nobody went after him. He was gone. That was it.
The only difference is, though, compared to with what I was talking about, and also in case you guys weren't, the guy's son, thankfully it never happened to him. He never fell into any of those domes. But still, given that warning, though, I mean, obviously, the big difference, of course, with that was that if he had fallen in, he would have been exposed again to all the radioactivity within the plant itself.
He would have died anyway.
Yeah, he probably would have. And yes, Sue, it does sound sketchy, but unfortunately, I guess when it comes to certain jobs like working at a nuclear power plant, it's not that they don't want to help you. It's just that there's nothing they can do because, again, even if they called in rescuers or something, that's nuclear radiation you're dealing with.
Yeah, you're already gone, and they can't risk other people.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, again, even if you manage to survive, it was kind of, what they always say, you got yourself into this, now you got to get yourself out. And unfortunately, as cruel as it sounds, that's just the way it works when it comes to nuclear power plants.
If he would have gotten himself out, he probably would have also disappeared. Because there's not like a crew standing there to decontaminate.
Oh, no, that would not, I don't think it would have ended well, but obviously that was a decade I was told about that. So never found out if the DHL guy's son was or still working there to this day.
I'm sure they signed waivers. I'm sure they knew what they were getting into, and I'm sure they got paid appropriately.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Real quick, if he's still on here, today is Scott's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Scott.
Oh, there's Scotty. Happy birthday, honey. Love you.
Today is his birthday. He's an old man now.
Now?
I don't know how old he really is. I know he's older than me. But I don't know if he has reached 50 yet or not. I don't know.
No, I think he's younger than me.
Okay. Yeah, but I do know that he's older than I am. That's really all I know. So, but yeah, today is his birthday.
How ironic! 2 days after mine.
Yep,
Oh,
yep.
so
I have not been on Facebook. I am so sorry. I normally would tell you happy birthday. You know this, but happy birthday.
yeah,
Love you.
Yeah, I sent him a message first thing this morning.
yeah. See, well, and Adrian, you're not the only one. That's the same with me. In fact, I've been meaning to say a lot of happy birthdays to a lot of the others, but again, with not only just the shows and stuff. Again, keeping, I've been trying to keep a stable schedule along with also again, still every now and then work on the audio. But I have too much commitment, so it's not that I don't want to say happy birthday to anyone. It's just that my schedule it's just hectic. So I'm on the same boat as you are.
Yeah,
It's
I'll be fine after I settle into my role.
Yeah,
it's exhausting trying to keep up with everybody's birthday because I do the birthday post on the network and the universe, and holy cow, I wish somebody would take it over.
this year I think marked the first year, and I still kind of feel bad for it. That I know how this is going to sound, but unfortunately, I never got to wish. Well, I said it to him in person, but I just didn't do it on Facebook like I normally would. I didn't wish my dad a happy birthday on Facebook because I think that was around the time when I was not feeling when I was sick. So unfortunately, as much as I didn't want to skip it, that was kind of almost like in the back of my head because all I was focusing on was trying to get better. So I feel bad, but there was nothing I can do for that case.
Yep, everybody deals with healing differently.
Yeah, which by the way, I know just in case you guys ask how my eye's doing, it's a lot better now. So,
Well,
um,
yeah, if you didn't puncture it, you're fine.
well, not even though I didn't puncture it, nonetheless, it still hurt like hell. Holy crap, that was bad.
Well, yeah, an eyelash in your eyeball hurts. And it hurts for days if it scratches it.
It literally, as I probably said before this, it literally felt like even after a few hours after it occurred, it felt like I did have an eyelash, but I knew in a way it was kind of like an illusion because it was even if there was a tiny bit of mark, it was still impacting my eye.
Yeah,
And
you
man,
scratched it. You
yeah, and
scratched it just like an eyelash if you'd rubbed it.
yeah, and I mean, eventually it just became more annoying than
Yeah,
painful.
yeah.
Yeah, I just
So,
took ibuprofen, and thankfully that actually helped out a lot.
so you got to start changing your mindset. That's what it amounts to. Change your mindset. You look at it and you go, "Holy fuck, that could have taken my eye completely the hell out." And you
So
look at the situation, you look around and go, "It didn't." Okay, let's assess what's really going on. You look at it, okay, no blood. Okay, we're good there. It hurts a little bit. Let me put a cold rag on it and let's see in 10 minutes how this works. Then you take the cold rag off. It still hurts when you blink. You go, "Oh, I scratched it,
yeah,
but it
so
could have been this. So I'm good."
well, here's the crazy thing. Um, Later that night, after most of my family left, because like I said, that same night we were also celebrating mine and my brother's birthdays together. And like right now, I had all the Valentine lights up down here. And just before I was going to bed, I was going around just to shut everything off for the night. And so I still can't believe this. I walked over to that same area, and this time I made sure that I had everything. I thought I had everything moved out. Unfortunately, yet another flag was sticking out as I was leaning down to unplug the last lights. But this time, however, yes, it happened. It happened again, but at least not this time my eye. It went into my cheek instead. And this time it did actually cause some bleeding. Like I look at that, I'm like, whew, thank God, better my cheek than my eye. That's for
So
sure.
let's talk about these flags.
Yes.
Shelf, wall, up.
Well, not only that, um, I'm also currently looking into tops, like plastic tops for them or something.
Why? Just put them up on a
Yeah.
shelf where you're not leaning over them.
Yeah, like right behind you. You see the top of that shelf where you got a bunch of crap up there?
Yes, yes, that's our old
Clear
bookcase.
that off and put those flags up there. That way they are out of the way.
Well,
Why
they would be also out of.
flags at the computer anyway?
Well, they also would. I will admit they would also be out of my niece's reach too. But
Right, so why do you have them at the computer? They're taking up space.
well, no, that was I never really thought that first. I mean, like when I put this display together, I didn't think it was going to take up as much because they're desk flags. I was originally thinking that they were just going to take up some room, but obviously that proved me wrong. But no,
What flags do you have?
how many I have?
Yes.
Okay, so I did actually account on them. So it's probably not going to be surprising why they took up so much room. From last time I counted, 65 of them.
So desk flag means one flag,
Yes.
not 65.
Well,
Yeah.
correct answer is you have too many flags.
Yes, I do. I do.
So you need to do something with them.
Yeah, I got to find another place for them.
Yes.
You know, that's the same scenario as screw me once, shame on you. Screw me twice, shame on me.
Yeah, you're right on that.
Okay, now the next question I want to ask you, I don't want to ask, but I feel like it's my sacred duty to. How much did all of these flags cost you?
They weren't really that. I mean, they weren't terrible. Every time I got them, I always got two at a time, obviously, because from what I can recall, they were actually. You know what? What am I doing? I can just look. I have it right on Amazon. So because I got them all from Amazon, and sorry, give me 1 second here. I'm just looking past.
So not only are we looking at the cost of the flags, but we are also looking at the cost of shipping.
That's what I mean. Yeah, because like the original
shipping? Amazon Prime, it's free.
Yeah, well, the original price for them were was about, I think it was like $7 a flag. I think.
Having a flag?
Yeah, because they're larger flags too. That's why they're larger. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, no, I take that back. You might find this a little bit hard to believe, but just let me look at another one before I say the actual price. See if it was okay. So there were some that were a little bit cheaper than the
There's $7 a flag, 65 flags. That's $455.
Wait, it's even worse. It's actually even worse than that. It may seem like a lot, but I didn't order them like so many times though. I took breaks in between. So some of them were about $9.99, and then there were also some others too that were. Oh man, I definitely saved these ones for last because I was not going to get them anytime like until later, and I definitely took long breaks before I continued on with it. Some of the other ones were $13.20.
So we're looking at about $700.
Yeah, but I did not spend that.
It doesn't matter if you spend it at one time or throughout a year. That's $700.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot, but I it was worth putting that together.
Yes, it is. But is it worth a hospital trip?
Oh well, with the hospital trip, no. I mean,
Close enough.
What's that?
Close enough.
Close enough. Yeah. Well, no, it's like I knew the tips of them were sharp, but I didn't think in a million years they could actually be dangerous until what happened. But see, the tops of those spear pieces are called finials. So I'm already kind of looking at. I mean, yes, I'm not only going to move them, but we're already looking into something of putting something on top. Unfortunately, they're like really stuck to the stick. So I can't just take them out, because if I do that, that's going to break the stick and the flags won't be able to hold. So we're looking at plastic covers. In fact, a couple days from now, I'm probably going to be heading over to the hardware store, because they said they have a couple things that might be able to help me to prevent another accident like this.
How about just don't lean over them, number one. Number two, put them up somewhere. Why
I
spend
just said I was going
money
to.
put shit on there when you can put them up?
Yeah, I just said I was going to.
Common sense. Then why buy anything else?
Well,
Just
you
put 'em
never
up.
know. You really don't know. It's just better to be safe than sorry.
Oh my God.
There was actually one DIY thing they said, but I'm thinking to myself, I am not making a purchase of so many of them. They actually suggested on ChatGPT to suggest using cork tops on them to keep the spears from like piercing or anything. I'm like, I am not getting a whole bunch of bottle corks to put not only would that be expensive, they would also look rather ridiculous.
Let's think logically. Let's start thinking a little logically. So you're going to go throughout your whole house and start putting caps on everything that is sharp. Toothpicks,
Not sure
table
about
corners. No, you put shit up.
Okay.
We don't spend money on baby proofing shit. We put it up. Mother of five, I'm telling you.
I don't know if I have 65 cork tops, though. That's the problem.
So don't put cork tops up. When are you going to lean over that bookshelf that you're...
Oh, there's no way I could ever lean down.
There we go. Problem
unless I'm
solved.
actually grabbing something from the shelves. I mean, I'm not actually going to be leaning on it.
There we go. So it can't poke you in the eye, can it?
Oh, it gets. But I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get them all up. That's still quite a lot of flags.
Okay, so then you have room coming out towards you. There's wall shelves.
Yeah. There's a couple other ones over here in the basement, so I'll definitely look into those.
There's always a solution that does not involve money.
Yeah, yeah, that would be nice. That seriously would be nice. It would save me a few dollars.
Yeah.
It would have saved you $700.
Yeah, exactly.
Because not only did you spend money on flags, but you also spent money on bases.
On faces? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I was going to say, what do you mean face? Now I understand.
Okay, so here's what we do. Here's what we do. Next time we decide we want a flag, we go to the internet, okay? And we take that flag that's about the size of your flag. What, 3 by 4 maybe?
They're 4 by 6 inches.
No, the flag themselves.
Oh, the flags themselves. They are.
Well, why don't you get one of those flags and show us?
Yeah, here. Give me a second here.
Just one flag. Don't bring a whole bunch. Just one flag.
Well, so they're probably like 3 by 4 at the most. So we go to the copy machine, and one piece of paper will probably print 8 of them, 12 of them.
Okay, so here's one of them, obviously, the American
So
flag.
3 by 4 probably.
Okay.
Yeah, at least.
Okay. So we go.
I'm trying, Scott. I'm really trying.
So we go to your computer that you are so good with. And we get one piece of paper, one normal piece of paper. And we put probably at least 6 flags on it, right?
At least.
And we print it.
Okay.
And then we cut each individual flag out, right? And we hang them on the wall. Free, voila.
Yeah, there we go.
Or hang them in poster board.
He's looking at color ink.
Well, it's a lot less than $400.
Yes, it definitely a lot less than $400.
That's right.
Yeah, so we're looking at the cost of ink, the cost of paper, which is nothing, and so if we're gonna hang them up on the wall, Scotch tape.
That
Scott's.
or even a huge poster board for about $20
Oh,
with the plastic over the
yeah.
top of it.
Oh, pegboard. Get pegboard and use. Well, I don't want Nick playing with sharp objects, so no pegboard.
This is these are the finials that are on top of them. That's
Yeah,
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
this is not the one that poked me, but it just to give you an example.
it doesn't matter. That's what poked you.
That's what I'm saying. This is not the one that actually hit me in the eye, but that's what I was talking about. That's what
Yeah,
the finials are.
Exactly. So it takes no room except the wall. And we put them all on that poster board. They are sealed by plastic. And there
Yeah,
they are.
not a bad idea.
And they cost, I'm going to say, a third of what you just paid.
much less than that.
I spent again. It's not. It took an entire year for me to put this together. So again, it's not like I was going crazy.
But that's still $600 in a year.
Yeah,
So even now, okay, so they're taking up room. They're okay. So cut them off their pole and put them on that poster board. Glue them on there.
Oh, I get it. Now I understand what you mean.
Oh,
Yeah,
cut them off. They should be able to just slip right off.
yeah. This one particularly does.
Yeah, they'll slip right off. So no need to break anything.
Right.
And there you
I
go.
mean, there are going to be times that obviously in a different location that I'll probably have them still standing like on their sticks for like special occasions or something like that. But just like for the most times, yeah, I'll probably just put them on a poster board or something.
Or even take them with a pin or a thumbtack
Oh yeah, the thumbtacks. Yeah, yeah,
on the wall. And then you can take them down when needed.
right.
Put them down, put them back up on the same hole.
Hmm. And this one actually would probably work best. Not only just because this is the American flag. This is that custom. This is also the custom made one that I got recently.
So, and I'm gonna switch over here. In other medical news, since this was talked about during the healthy during one of the healthy hero segment, a friend of ours who is going through a very serious medical condition um, is getting better now. She has text or called.
She texted.
She texts. Okay, which means she's awake. Um,
Yep.
there was a concern that it wouldn't happen, but now she has, which is a big step in the right direction. But still not completely out of the woods yet.
No, no.
Mhm.
This lady, she was at my house 2 days prior. And then that weekend, she didn't wake up. And her family went to go wake her up, and she was unresponsive. They got her upstairs, called the ambulance, and before they got there, she looked up, goes, "I'm okay," which is just like normal response for her because she is chronically ill. And she goes, "I'm okay," and back out. She doesn't remember 2 days, which thank goodness she doesn't remember them because it ended up she had a brain bleed.
Oh, she
And,
did. Okay, actually, wait. Yeah.
That brain bleed, I guess, she remembers a headache, but that's all she remembers is a headache, like the worst headache she's ever had.
That's what I went through. When I had mine, it was like a chronic migraine. It was like just the most painful headache that you could think of.
Yep.
Like, I mean, it was just it when it happens, it hurts so bad you cannot even think.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, it was
Well,
just
she passed out. I mean, the pain,
Right.
I'm sure, is what
I'm-
did it.
Well, I'm just surprised when I had mine, I didn't pass out because, like I said, I can compare her with her. I guess she would agree that it's just a nasty experience, just like having the worst headaches you could ever have within your head, no
Well,
doubt.
no, the nasty experience is they had to remove her skull.
Oh,
They had to remove part of her skull. It
Oh
is
my
now
God.
sitting in the freezer while she's up walking around. And
I know.
yeah, they're not going to put that back on until the
No.
fear of the swelling is gone.
Which is why she's still not out of the woods yet.
No,
Right.
absolutely not. They're sending her home without her skull.
Wow.
Or
I have never heard of that before. Like having a part of your skull completely removed, and that you have to go home without that piece. Like truly, like missing your piece.
no sense.
What's that?
That makes no sense.
Oh,
Never heard of it.
It's downright dangerous.
well, they do have a covering over it. It's like a what we would call maybe like a bicycle helmet. But yeah, so this girl has been so ill that she wears an IV, a permanent IV in her arm.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
They were
my
gonna
God.
put a stent in her arm, but they never got to that point. She has POTS, is what she has, and she cannot absorb water or nutrients. So twice a week she would go get fluids, IV. So they were going to put a port in so that, because this is going to be continuous for the rest of her life, and which they're not saying exactly. They wouldn't know exactly, but
Do they know the cause?
of the POTS,
Do they know what caused her condition,
the POTS or the brain bleed.
the brain bleeds?
I'm sure the medication and the POTS. I mean, it's a vicious cycle. It's really bad.
See, that's
We
That's
know
the-
when we met her that she was not absorbing nutrients correctly, so she was losing her hair.
right. Okay.
Well, they fixed that. She's no longer losing her hair. She has beautiful full hair.
Yeah, because she had lost some hair when we met her.
Right. That's no longer there. She has beautiful full hair.
Okay.
Okay.
but-
Good.
That's due to the IVs they're doing every 2 weeks. And the medication they get, she wears a heart monitor constantly because her heart can go into AFib at any point. And like that heart monitor,
How old is she?
30s,
Oh, so she's probably around my age then.
late 30s, yeah.
Oh, wait, oh, if she's late 30s, then
Oh, very
she's
late.
older. Than,
Not
she's a
early
few
40s.
That's awful young
she's
to
a few
having
years older than me then.
AFib.
Yeah,
Does she have a pacemaker?
no pacemaker, but she has a machine where it goes to her phone and it goes to her family's phone when she's in danger. But mind you, she was in the hospital the day before this happened and getting fluids, and her heart was racing. Like her blood pressure was like 140 over 170, something like that. It was just like nuts. And they took her blood pressure before they put the IV in, and they were like, send her straight to emergency sent her home. I'm sure that's what caused it. I'm sure that was part of it. But she did not feel it. She didn't feel her blood pressure like we would. We'd feel our blood pressure going up. It would be like, anxiety attack. She never felt it. She felt nothing. So, it's one of those things that
So she has something. Okay. So at least something to monitor her at all times.
and even with all that, it's like, you come to the reality that you could lose a friend at any time. I
Yep.
mean, we come to this reality at least once a year anyway, because we lose a lot of people in this field every
Well,
year.
as
And,
you guys,
at least one or two hit home. You're like, wow.
I
But
mean,
Is 1 year it was me.
yeah,
1 year it was Nick. Um,
Jan, the same year.
Scott,
yeah,
because we had a scare with him a couple of years ago.
I didn't know about that till it was all over.
Let's see. We no immediate danger, but we had scares with the other Scott. Chris was
Chris, yep,
much more recent.
Before that was me, but I didn't know anything was even going on. I could have died right there on the show and would have never known anything was really going on.
That was probably the first. No, because that was during this show. Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
yes,
still
that,
remember.
that was after me. I
Oh yeah.
was thinking it was before me. No, that was after.
Not long after.
We had a couple scary moments with Tim.
I was going to say, I thought Tim had something.
That I remember.
Yeah, yeah, because I was with Adrian and Zach at the cemetery when I got the call from Crystal.
Right.
Yep.
And I just felt immediately bad because as soon as something happened to me, Tim was right there. And I wasn't able to do the same thing because I was already 1,000 miles away.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, it makes you realize that with this particular person, we know time is very limited. She knows time is very limited. I don't know how you can come to terms with that. I don't know if she has, but
Does she have kids?
Well, are you talking about Stephanie?
Children?
Yep. Yeah, she has a daughter who just went into college. She is still in high school but doing college courses.
Okay.
So,
young lady.
I'm going to put this back. I'll be right back.
And when this happened, her daughter was in California at her first prom.
Prom in California?
Yep. She was with someone else at their prom. Yeah. Yeah, because she's not going to get hers. I mean, she's homeschooled, except for going to college.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Her best friend lives in California, so she went there with her for her prom. But, I mean, when she was here, she was fine. She was talking. She was great. She was energetic. She drove here. She drove home.
And then the next day, boom.
Yeah. And
no, you said 2 days later.
But it was like, wow. I mean, seriously. And Nate had to see all this. And he texted me and he was like, what can I do? You got any witchy tips? What can I do?
Well, I know that for a lot of people, they will say, just pray.
Well, and that is what his mom and I told him, is do your rosary and pray. Light a candle. Intention is everything.
Yep.
Put your intention into that. Whatever it is you want to do, put your intention into it.
Or do like energy transference, because I know that a lot of people did that for me, and I could feel that happening.
Oh yeah.
In the hospital, I could feel energy transference.
Yeah. He doesn't know how to do that yet, but Reiki is an energy transfer.
Yes, Nick, I see you raising your hand.
No, I just wanted to throw out. There's one other person we forgot to mention who also kind of gave us a scare too. Robert, too, with his leg. Remember?
Oh, was that him?
I guess I didn't hear it. Okay,
I thought he did.
Okay, well, either way, just wanted to throw that up. Just want to make
Robert
sure.
was pretty gnarly.
Yeah, he's still going through a lot of the treatment, that he's had to endure.
Oh,
positive.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's still managed to stay positive for the most. Obviously, we're
That
still
makes a
playing
huge.
Minecraft, and we're still doing the shows like every now and then on Nick when Nikki does it.
Yep.
And ironically enough, another person I could think of too, who's kind of now. I told Robert about this too, so he knows about this. Another investigator, I think in this case from the UK, is going through something similar too. Where I don't know if you guys know who Rachel Goodwill is, but
Mhm.
sadly, she her leg too was recently amputated, so she's put on. I know not everybody. Obviously, I don't like seeing it, but she did it. She's one of those who posted pictures of how, I guess you can kind of say how her stump now looks, because obviously she doesn't have her most of her leg anymore. But as and I don't want to talk bad, as nasty as it was and painful to even look at.
So that's something I have a problem with.
When people show their injuries,
Yes,
yeah, I do too.
I
I don't really like when I see
hate
that.
it. I don't need to see pictures to show that you're telling the truth. I don't know.
No,
No, people have posted sliced fingers. They posted skinned elbows or very nasty looking things where it's green and purple and blue and all these other. No,
yeah, I
not
don't.
a place to be posting that shit. You
Yeah,
can, hey, I'm going through some rough things right now. That is fine, but don't be showing pictures of that crap.
you get the idea
I
immediately.
don't mean to sound insensitive about it. I really don't. I get it,
A
but
lot of times it's just like a documentary for them.
yeah, but does it have to be on social media?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because you can just scroll by.
it's just that some people are also kind of squeamish and
Well, then
sensitive
scroll
to some
by.
of that stuff.
Scroll on.
No, but no, she did that, but at the same time, I'm sure not a lot of people really liked what she was posting. But
You'd be
regardless of the
surprised
fact,
how many people get off on that.
well, no, most of them were still sending like their support for her. Of course, I did too myself. But but no, Jeremy, I'm like I get the idea if someone has a really bad injury. I just don't need to see it for myself.
Now, if you take a picture of yourself lying in a hospital bed, hey, I'm going through something right now. That's fine.
Yeah, like what I did.
Yeah, I remember one a number of years ago. Somebody I know, she has one of these conditions where it affects her mouth and her throat. She actually opened up wide and took a picture, and her tongue looked all nasty and everything. And I just wanted so bad to get on. I don't sound insensitive, but at the same time, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, there
Keep scrolling.
there was just thought about this. I mean, it sounds unrelated, but it goes right back to these ideas of people wanting to take pictures of their injuries. There was a guy who actually was, well, this was like over 60 years ago. He was oh my god, I forgot his name, but he was from Australia, and I think in fact he's still alive today, because what happened to him occurred back in the early 60s. I'm not sure why. Usually I always remembered his name. I just can't remember this time. In which this happened back in 1963 of a guy, he was spearfishing off the coast of Australia. As you could expect, he was attacked by a great white shark. And at that time, he was only like 23 years old. And after the attack, I mean, I was even surprised that something like that would even exist even back in 63, in which, because like literally, it's like half of his body was in the shark's mouth. And
Ugh.
they took pictures of like his injuries. Like, I mean, and I'm doing this because that's how it was kind of like how he would have to kind of curve himself to show the extent of the injuries that he had. Now, it was interesting. Like when it was all stitched up, like when he was healed up and whatnot, like just because it did give the idea of like how bad it can really be. But they took the pictures of the actual injuries before they ever even stitched it up. Thinking, seriously, they even had pictures. They even got pictures like that back in 1963.
Well,
You got to
sure.
be kidding me! Like it was, and he actually was. I mean, it's interesting when you do see the pictures that were taken up after they were stitched up. Interestingly enough, and I will say this is kind of a rare exception. Yes, you see what it looked like back then, but considering that he's now in he's in his late, I think he's in his 80s now, and he took almost kind of like a replica picture because obviously such an injury like that, was going to leave forever scars on him.
Oh
So
yeah.
he also did get a picture taken of what that bite or scars look like later in life.
Well,
And
I know that they have to take pictures of that stuff for medical reasons,
yeah,
like medical documentation.
right. Um, just trying to remember.
So
But
Just
you
trying to
guys
remember what
like
his,
gory movies. You like the sci-fi, yet you can't look at real ones.
Rodney Fox. That's what his name was, Rodney. And you know what, Rodney Fox. In addition to those pictures that were taken when he was
I can
attacked,
remember about that.
he actually was the inventor of the shark cage that you see a lot of times, like on Shark Week. And he actually even went as far, almost over a decade later. He actually worked on with the crew in the movie Jaws. So his real life experience even landed him a place in Steven Spielberg's classic film. So
That's awesome.
he wasn't in the movie, but he played a role in part of the crew, and the shark cage scene that came directly from him, which in turn came from his attack, which in addition involves the pictures that were taken of his injuries.
that's one big way of turning a negative into a positive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and obviously over 60 years after the attack, I mean, not only is he still alive today, but as you guys see, like on Shark Week, people still use that cage, that type of cage. I mean, it's evolved numerous times, but it's still the same mechanism, and we still use it to this day, over 60 years later.
Okay, ready for some more bad news?
Oh
Uh-oh.
boy.
Oh, boy. What do we got next?
Apparently, Sunday night we're going to get snowed on again.
Oh, yeah,
No,
yeah.
we're not.
Yeah, we're supposed to get snow. You're right.
Yeah, at the most 3 inches of snow, but that's further south. We are in about the 1 to 2 inch area.
That
Has your
was,
snow melted yet?
yeah, has the snow melted yet?
Oh yeah, just about all of it has up here. Yeah,
Yeah, it's long gone for us. We've already we lost most of it already. In
yeah.
fact, they're even saying tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to be for like this for you, Jeremy, but down over here tomorrow. I was just told this from my mom earlier this evening that apparently it's supposed to be 60 tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah, that. You know what? Just want to let me just look that up.
Let's see. Tomorrow, close enough. 57 high tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, for us. Let's see. Yeah, it's about the same. Well, 59. But okay. Well, I guess it's going to be spring-like conditions tomorrow.
Yeah, don't have to wear a jacket.
Yeah. Well, furthermore, I don't have to worry about work because I don't work tomorrow. But then by Sunday it drops back down to 30 degrees,
Yeah.
and
Now,
then next week it's supposed to snow.
looking at the weather app on my phone is not showing snow Sunday night, but it is showing rain Tuesday through Saturday.
Oh, you know what? You're right. Yeah, same with us. I
Yeah.
just looked at it again, and I could see the rain.
But I am looking at one of the page of one of our weathermen here from Fort Wayne, and he's showing snow Sunday night, Monday morning, um, up to 3 inches.
it just they're just not accurate as like they used to anymore, unfortunately. And
50s,
Chris,
60s, and 70s here.
yes, Chris, it's going to be there's another date night for me this Saturday, but it's also going to be the birthday celebration, so she's going to be coming out for
How many damn birthdays you gonna have?
it. Okay, so this
Um,
what?
February is a busy month for you.
Yes, it is because it started with my brother's birthday, February 7th, then my mom's birthday, February 16th, and then this past weekend. So last Friday was when we went out for dinner to celebrate my mom's birthday. You know, like actually going out. Then Sunday was the family party to celebrate both mine and my brother's birthday. And of course, this past Tuesday was my actual birthday. And now finally, hopefully this is the last one for a while. This upcoming Saturday is the birthday celebration to spend with the friends and with the friends and girlfriend, I guess. No,
Yeah.
Chris, there's nothing involving that at all. Sorry. We're going bowling, and then after that, we're going to go see the new Scream movie.
What do you mean nothing involving that? She carries them, don't she?
Well, no, it's just that we're going to a bowling alley, which also has laser tag and arcade games, and then after that, we're going to see Scream 7 afterwards.
How do you feel about the Scream movie?
It's definitely interesting. I'm like really because it's ironic that it came out this year because this year marks the 30th anniversary of the original Scream. So I'm kind of curious. I mean, it's hard to say how I feel about it, but I'm more curious because I've already heard about this. That yes, you already got Neve Campbell, reprising her role as Cindy, of course, but I'm more curious of finding out how in the hell Matthew Lillard is making a return in the Scream franchise when we already know that he died. He was killed the original one.
Now, are we 100% sure that he was killed in the original?
Yeah, maybe. Or unless there's. I know this is an old fashioned technique, but you never know, though, at the same time. How do we not know he may have a twin brother or something?
That one I did not think about.
Because they don't do it very commonly, but every now and then with some slasher films they use twins. Obviously to confuse the audience. You would think, oh yeah, it's definitely like, oh wait a minute, no, it's not. But they don't do it commonly. Like even back during the slasher craze of the early to mid '80s, they didn't do that very frequently because they didn't want to go over the top and constantly use that as the reveal. Because if they did that too much, people would know exactly what to expect then. Yeah, there's a twin involved. That's why they didn't do it very often.
I was thinking about flashbacks because they did the same thing with Skeet.
Yeah. Another idea is similar to flashbacks is maybe ghostly visions. Could be another one because they did that with also not Scream 6. I think they did that with Scream 5, where they had the other guy from the original Scream.
That's what I said when they did the one with Skeet.
Oh yeah, with Skeet. Okay, it's forgot. Yeah, they might be doing something like could be. It's very like.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay. I guess we'll have to. Obviously, it's only less than 2 days for me, so I'll find out soon enough.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting either way.
Because there's been a lot of controversy around this movie.
Oh, the franchise in particular?
No, this movie.
Oh, this one?
Okay. Because they fired the first girl, the one that was the star of 5 and 6, and then I don't remember her name, but Jenna Ortega quit because of that, which caused them to really scramble. And then they brought in Neve Campbell back.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have her for 6. And a lot of fans were not happy about that one, her not being in 6, because she is Scream.
Although my opinion is, I still think in some way that had she not quit, I think Jenna Ortega could have probably carried on the legacy of Scream if Neve
That was
Campbell.
their intention. That was their intention.
Yeah, I think Jenna could have really carried it on, carried it. You know what? You know what? Another franchise is going that same direction. You know what? Another franchise is doing that with is, believe it or not, it's even with Ghostbusters, because they're already saying, like, after they made Frozen Empire now almost 2 years ago, that obviously they were going to make another one, but which guy? I don't know. I don't know if it was Bill Murray. It might have been. Oh my God, what's his name?
Dan
Uh,
Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd. I don't know why I couldn't remember. Dan Aykroyd said that he doesn't really have plans of wanting to appear in the next. Like, I think he said, I don't know about Bill and Ernie, but I don't think I'm going to be in this next one, because I think at this point, that crew, the younger crew, that has been appearing in the first two new movies, he believes they could still carry it, for years to come. So he doesn't think that he really needs to be involved. I think it's really safe to say, I think Dan Aykroyd's just ready to retire from the franchise.
Well, when some of those actors are already gone.
Yeah, they are. I mean, with Ghostbusters, after they made Afterlife, the original plan was that they were going to make 3 more Ghostbusters movies, providing that the original actors, the remaining actors, were still alive.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, they managed to accomplish that.
Is this after they made the second one or no?
No, that was after they made Afterlife back in 2021.
No, when you said that the original plan was to make 3 more,
Yeah,
that after Vigo or before Vigo?
I think that was after Vigo.
Okay, so the original plan was to make 5 Ghostbusters.
They wanted to at least make 3 with the original actors, but that was provided that they were all still alive. And yes, they had managed to accomplish that with Frozen Empire, but now it seems as if the plans have changed now, like for the next 2 at least, because now it sounds like that original plan has been scrapped, and now I think they're trying to make as many movies as possible with the new cast. But the older cast, like I said, with Dan Aykroyd, it sounds like he doesn't really want it. He's ready to retire from it. As far as Ernie Hudson and Bill Murray, they haven't really said much. Although I wouldn't be surprised if Ernie Hudson would stay for a longer period, because he really enjoys being in those movies. So he's the only actor who really has had some involvement with almost everything, not just the movies, even the cartoon series that they made back in the late 80s and early 90s. He originally was supposed to voice his own character, but they got somebody else to do it, of course. But
Okay.
going back to Scream, though, um, I nonetheless, however this new one is going to turn out, when it comes out, when I see it this Saturday, it will definitely be interesting.
Let's see here. I think they've already greenlit the 8th one.
Oh, geez, Scream 8 already. Wow.
I I, I think so. Um, well, there's nothing showing up on Wikipedia about it. But I thought I read somewhere that they were planning on doing a Scream 8.
Anything they can do to keep the franchise going.
It's a good franchise.
Yeah, it is. No, I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying that's interesting that they're still carrying it on after 30 years after the original one came out.
Well, the thing about Scream is that it's very unique.
Yeah.
It is very self-aware. It's meta.
Hmm.
Um, And I think that by incorporating all of those into this is what's helped making it stay fresh and
Right.
getting stale like a lot of other movies have. Um,
Kind of
like
like what the Saw franchise.
uh, I I could go off on a whole different thing about Saw. Saw is I see Saw as a franchise that is gory for the sake of being gory.
Yeah.
Um, I see the story there, and I see that they are really playing around with the linear timelines throughout the whole series. I can get into that, but it is just so gory that it's a turnoff for me.
That's
Um, Bad franchises, in my opinion, like Hellraiser. Um, I don't, I don't really like the whole series from one on. Leprechaun got silly from the third one on.
I was gonna say I thought the first two were the best because they were just like really they were just made really well.
For Hellraiser,
For Hellraiser, the first two were probably the best because of the effects and stuff they used.
I don't know. I really had a hard time getting into it. It was just so weird.
It was the first type of horror movie in some way, shape, or form that dealt with S and M. You know,
Yeah, it was really the first one to bring a lot of sexual stuff into it.
yeah,
Um, Tremors.
Tremors. Yeah,
The first one was good. The second one I thought was okay. Third one on went off the rails.
to this day, I still haven't seen the sequels. I've only seen the original.
Yeah, in this case, I would say keep it at that.
I mean,
um,
Bacon was in the original one, so yeah, it
I
was
will
pretty.
say it was either the very last one or the second to last one. I actually really did like. I don't
Okay.
remember which one it was. Um, so, but for Scream, it's one of those rare ones where they don't go off the rails because, in a way, it was already off the rails from the beginning, but it stayed contained within the story.
You're talking about Tremors, right?
Scream,
Oh, Scream.
because it it made us aware that it was aware of itself. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you're absolutely right on that.
Um, like how on some of the ridiculously bad movies, I remember when we did the review for Jack Frost 2,
Oh yeah,
um, that when they were making the movie, they knew that they were intentionally making a bad movie,
yeah.
and it showed.
They did that with Sharknado too. They knew it was going to be a terrible movie to begin with.
I did not even waste my time on.
I've only ever seen the first one. Yeah, it's bad, really bad.
So, but yeah. Okay, what else? What else can we cover? Um, I don't really want to go political, but they did have the we did have the State of the Union yesterday.
Yes, yeah,
Uh,
we watched part
two
of
days
it.
ago, 2 days. No, shit.
It was yeah, it was 2 days ago.
Was it?
Oh wait, no, actually, I think it was on Monday.
I'm
Oh God, I already forgot. Damn it.
I'm looking it up.
You saw the Guthrie case, right?
The what?
The Guthrie case, Nancy Guthrie's mom.
Last I saw, Savannah had offered $1 million
Yeah.
for her return.
Yeah, and something was posted today, and of course, it so much stuff is clickbait that I didn't click it, but it said something that Savannah had made a comment in her last public video that caused them to think that she knew of another suspect, and they were looking into that.
This is a bad case altogether. Because right now, there's no guarantee that she's even still alive. Because
No, and her last post said that. She said,
Yeah, I
"We
saw
know
that
she may be
too.
gone."
Yep.
No.
Yep.
because she already had a whole bunch of medical issues. Um, who knows if they even grabbed her medicines?
And who's going to keep her that long? Unless it's family just looking for money and she's either in on it or the family is.
You know, there's a lot of people out there saying that things are not adding up from all sides.
Right. And
Right.
we will just not know until it's actually, somebody is brought to justice. And unfortunately, with a case with this much light on it, they're going to bring anybody they can to justice,
Right.
whether it's that person or not.
And something else was also very interesting, too, that somebody had made a connection about an interview that she did last year or 2 years ago. I don't remember who, but there was an interview that she did with somebody. That person is either, I think that person is now dead because who was it? But she did this interview with somebody, and now this is happening to her.
Okay.
Like it was sort of like
Like
a huh?
like a copycat.
No, like this was done in retaliation of her with this interview that she did.
Uh,
So, for example, let's say, remember the famous interview with Richard Nixon and this guy named Frost?
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen clips
Okay.
of it.
So, Nixon said a lot of things that made him look incredibly bad.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say a year later, something happened to Frost or in his family in retaliation to that.
Awful. Hey, sweetheart, how are you?
And that's the that's what somebody was pointing out about a week ago with Savannah, that this interview that she did a year ago is now, this is like retribution for that.
And anything is possible at this point, unfortunately.
Right. And I wish I could remember who it was she interviewed. It was it was a really big deal, her doing this interview.
Hmm.
It was a really big deal.
I'm just trying to look it up myself. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find anything, but I'm looking though.
I might uh I might recognize it if um, what big interview did.
A satanic pedophile ring and Trump?
What?
Huh?
That's the only thing that come up.
That's I don't know what to say about that.
Her interview with satanic pedophiles and Trump.
Wow. Yeah. I okay, that's
And Epstein.
I have no words for that.
Yeah, I don't.
Aaron Laramie, maybe?
No, it was a extremely famous name.
Oh, okay.
I almost want to say it had something to do with somebody involved in the Epstein files.
Well,
That's-
that's what it's saying.
but I can't remember who it was.
She did Trump, Matt Lauer, Joel Osteen interview, Ronna McDaniel. Those are the controversial ones they're talking about.
Well,
Gere.
no, it wasn't Richard Gere. That
Everything keeps pointing back to Trump.
I don't know.
And I know it wasn't Trump because, I mean, of course she interviewed Trump. Both times.
But somebody she interviewed last year, and somebody just happened to put that side by side comparison. She interviewed this person. Apparently, the interview, I don't know if it didn't go well or wasn't received well or what, and now her mother's missing.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not saying that that's connected, but somebody posted about it.
Right.
And it was one of those things where it's like, huh, interesting.
Yeah.
So they could be completely unrelated. Then again, they could be.
You know, unless she knows who did it, she has got to be wondering, you know, is it something I did? Is it someone I talked to? Is it because of me?
Exactly. And that's why I thought it was really interesting that it got tied in with this interview that she did last year.
Right.
So,
yeah, it's
and
kind of hard.
She's wondering that too, if it's connected to somebody that she talked to.
Yeah.
It's really hard to say for the most part.
Oh, she interviewed an alleged victim of Epstein and Andrew.
Virginia. That's who she talked to.
Then urged Trump to deny pedophile rings.
Yes. She interviewed Virginia. Shit. Yeah. Guthrie. That's who she talked to.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, and if she urged them to cover up things, that's a problem.
It must have been 2 years ago because Virginia died almost a year ago.
Okay.
It's awful.
That's who she. That's why I was saying I want to say it was connected to the Epstein files. Yes, she interviewed Virginia Guthrie.
Yeah, all of that is such a mess. All of it.
It really is. It really is.
It is. Apparently, the Clintons had just been deposed, like in the last day or two.
Oh, you know what? Now that you said that, I saw it. I don't remember who said it, but somebody posted about that earlier today.
And, you know, in all reality, I mean, if we're to put aside what we think, in all reality, we have this side, and somewhere in the middle is the truth. The truth is never going to come out.
Probably not.
Unfortunately, yes. You're probably right on that.
And it's sad. It's really sad that that's the case because one side believes, you know, their side completely. The other side believes their side completely. And not many people are thinking, you know, the truth is somewhere in the middle.
I know there was a lot of chatter about Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I remember that.
We're in a lot of trouble here real soon because was it England? UK maybe? That is going to.
That's the big story because Andrew.
Yeah. And they're fixing to go ahead and lay out all those files. They're not under any kind of contract to hold the Epstein files safe. So they're about to lay it all out.
providing us the real stuff.
Right. And then again,
It is the real
we
deal.
have this side, and the truth.
Right. But the thing that got me was the whole thing about Michael Jackson that
I
he
read that today, Braxton.
that he was they moved back.
Yeah, in California.
Oh, they did. Okay, I didn't hear
That's
that.
what I heard. I
Right?
read that today too.
Wow, I'm really surprised by that. Um, and
Goes
that
by now.
Michael Jackson was trying to save kids from them, and that was where the whole thing started about these sexual allegations against him
Mm,
because he was trying to keep kids from this.
you know,
And
and it's possible.
it, you know, just thinking about it is so ridiculous.
It is.
Yeah.
All of it is.
Yeah,
And for someone to say grab a woman by the pussy is ridiculous too. To hear somebody on national television that is a pillar of the community or posed as to say that
That's crazy.
is unbelievable.
That really is.
So everything past that, I'm like, yeah, okay, anything's possible, whatever.
yeah, but when you think about this whole thing with Michael Jackson, um, if he really did try to save these kids from that, and they painted this other picture of him, no wonder he was the way he was in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean, I just know that we will never, never know the truth.
no, we won't.
Accusations,
Now,
are,
especially
they're
now
going
that
to
he's
fly.
dead for almost 20 years.
Yeah, they're going to fly, and they're going to be blamed a lot on people who cannot defend themselves anymore.
Uh, there was also people trying to pass on this thing that Epstein was still alive.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's
Yeah.
like when I heard that, it's like you got to be kidding me.
Well, Elvis is still alive. Epstein's still alive.
No, Elvis went home, according to Men in Black.
You know,
Elvis,
All right.
I just got to say something about that. Like for those who still think that Elvis is still alive, I mean, maybe there's a possibility, but people have to also come to the realization that we all have to die at some point. We're not going to live forever. I mean,
okay, think about the other side of it. There are a lot of people out there who have faked their own deaths.
Oh yeah. Yeah, when you become that famous and you can't even step out your front door and just enjoy a cup of coffee,
yeah.
I think I would too.
I did for like 6 hours. It was glorious. Fake my own death.
Hey, Zach.
I remember that one day when I wasn't on Facebook and everybody was looking for me, and
I still remember that. Yeah.
everyone, yeah, holy cow, I was tired.
I can't tell you how I've been through that myself. And like, I'm not even joking. Like, there was one time I had a really bad day and rough day at work. And I go, and I was ready to, as soon as I was done, I was ready to go home. But of course, my parents needed help with something. I thought, all right, fine, I'll work on this quick. I ended up having to mow the grass and whatnot. But then after that was finally over, I was finally going to be able to take a nap, not realizing that there was this big manhunt after me where several, I don't even remember who it was, they're like, hey, Nick, we need you on this show or something like that. I was like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. I couldn't even get 5 minutes. So I've been through that too, Jeremy. I know the frustration.
Yeah, well, I had Crystal calling me. Scott was calling me. I had other people calling me, and is holy cow! I went to work.
You
I
know,
get on my phone. I came home. I did not sleep at all the previous day. Soon as I came home, I went straight to bed. I did not get on the computer. I did not get on the phone. I was tired.
you were out like a light.
I was out like a light. And when I woke up at, I think it was like one the next morning, I got all of these messages and voicemails.
You
Can
know,
we have some peace and quiet?
that's something that should be known. And this actually goes now more into the paranormal sense. Is that, and this is something that we have spoken about on numerous occasions. Of course, it's not the first time that not we're not the only ones who bring it up, but so many others bring it up too. Is that this whole thing about some investigators in the field who want to get famous. They're doing this only so they can become famous. When you really think about it, in a way, I would probably say that we've kind of have experienced that kind of fame, even if that was not our intention. And to be perfectly honest, from speaking from my own experience, it's not as fun as people would think it is. It actually sucks because you can't, like you said, Adrian, you can't get a sense of peace and quiet for like even 5 minutes.
None of us have gone through things the extent as some of the actual.
No.
None of us have.
Exactly. But you still do get your share of attention.
No, what you have is friends that give a shit.
Yeah.
Beyond that, no. That's nothing compared to what they have.
Right. They get stalkers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Until you get your first stalker, you haven't made it.
I haven't. Thankfully, it hasn't happened. At least not yet. At
Yeah.
least not yet. I can say that right now.
So, oh yeah, Aaron Carter defended Mike. A lot of people have defended Michael Jackson, except for two. Uh, Wade Robson and another guy. They both said that they were abused by Michael, and I don't buy those stories one bit.
Right.
If if Michael had just a hint of guilt, he would not have ferociously defended himself in the manner that he had.
No. I think he would have admitted it in some way.
Yeah, I do not think there's an ounce of guilt in him at all, because guilty people don't try to defend themselves like that.
No,
Right.
he was
Right.
weird enough in his own way. He didn't need to do nothing else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and a lot of that stemmed from his own childhood, which he wrote about numerous times.
Yeah, but he did very, very strange things.
Yeah.
I think the worst thing that I think he did was hanging his daughter out the window.
Oh, yeah. No, that was his son.
Was it?
His,
I thought that was a son.
his-
And
Yeah.
whatever it was terrible.
yeah, it was the youngest. Yeah, that was. Yeah, that wasn't a good one.
Yeah, that was pretty bizarre when he did that.
Yeah.
Like that is something like if I had my own kids, I sure as hell would never do something like that. 'Cause
No, that was downright
like-
stupid, and he should have never kept him after that, because had it been one of us, DHS would have done took him.
Oh yeah, that would have obviously been considered child neglect.
That's abuse. That's neglect. That's wanton endangerment. No, absolutely the hell not.
You're basically, you do something like that, you're practically asking to have your kids taken away from you.
For a normal person, yeah.
Plus, he wasn't in the States when that happened. He was somewhere over in Europe
Yeah.
when that one happened. I want to say he was in England, but I'm not. No, he was in.
I thought he was in Germany.
That was the next one I was going to say. I don't.
France?
Shit. Now I'm going to look this up.
I knew you were going to look. I knew that somebody was going to have to look that one up.
Oh boy, and it didn't even get half of my keystrokes. Yeah, it's Macau JCIB IC. Yeah, that's not going to work out very well.
That sounds almost like I actually thought that was Italian.
It, okay, so yes, it was in Berlin, Germany.
Oh, okay, so I was right. Germany.
November 19, 2002, Michael Jackson sparked international outrage and media condemnation when he dangled his 9-month-old son, Prince Michael II, also known as Blanket,
Yeah.
fourth floor balcony railing at the Hotel Adlon in Berlin, Germany. Um, yeah.
Did it ever say why he did that?
I just thought it was for like a photo pose or something. That's how I thought I saw it.
I don't know, but whatever it was, not okay.
Probably common sense. Probably lack of common sense. That'd be my guess. He wasn't thinking because it was only for a split second that he did that. It was like that.
Yeah, like
It was
snap.
split second, but that split second was all they needed. Oh, okay. Oh, not him. Okay. Now somebody put a side by side of that picture of Michael and some woman dangling a kid outside a window holding on to his wrists.
Oh, what?
Yeah, which is even more dangerous than what Michael did.
It
Yeah.
says
Like,
he got caught up in the moment trying to show his child to the fans.
I mean, dangling by your wrist. That's even worse.
Okay, I see. Yeah, okay, I see that response. I never would intentionally endanger the lives of my children.
Yeah.
Got caught up in it. Okay, I can definitely see that because of the kind of mindset Michael had. Because Michael did not have the adult mentality that most people have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I think that can be indisputable for anybody.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, and it says it was by the arm.
okay. All right. It's 5 after. Um, I can't believe we actually got started right at 8 o'clock.
That's
Right.
like,
That was just amazing, and apparently we're going to be able to do that again next week.
that's what I was surprised about. That because as I was finishing up on dinner, I see you start sharing the reels. Like, holy crap! I was like, they're starting already. Like that's why I was like, okay, gotta go. So that's why I ran downstairs
I
to the
didn't
basement.
realize that she had gotten off work early today. I thought, shit, go live. Let's take advantage of this. Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't there for the first 2
And
minutes.
we will
but
be
then
live
caught up.
again at 6 o'clock this next week.
Yeah. So be on time, Nick.
Yep. Don't worry. I'll make sure to do so.
What time is it we start, Nick?
7 o'clock my time.
Okay.
Well, now it's going to be 6:30.
Not
Huh?
Now it's going to be 6:30.
6:30. Okay.
then you might be here on time.
Yeah, I might. I might very well be.
All right. So tomorrow night I am not doing a 13th dimension. I'm taking a week off.
Yeah.
I actually might be taking 2 weeks off. I do know that on Friday the 13th I'm having Nick on, and we are going to be talking about the origins of the original superstition behind Friday the 13th.
Yep.
Much in the same manner of what we did, like with Saint Valentine. So, and we're going to keep it an hour, Nick. We don't want to go 3 hours.
Oh, I
We're keeping
don't
an
remember us doing 3 hours, but yeah, no, I get it.
yeah.
What did Chris write? NSDT.
Nick Standard Daylight
Oh,
Time.
Nick Standard Time. See, I thought, I actually thought, okay, I get the NS was standard and Nick Standard, and then the T was time. I didn't think, what the hell is the D? So now,
I think people usually use the D when you go into daylight savings.
okay.
That's my guess, and we're actually really close to that now.
Yeah, doesn't that start like at the beginning of March?
Something like that.
I don't know. When my phone tells me it's time, I know.
March 8th.
March 8th, okay.
Yeah. So we got just over a week. So
Yep.
a week from this Sunday.
Okay.
Fun.
Yay.
I
I'm
hate
not looking forward to the loss of the hour. I'm going to say right now, I'm not looking forward to it.
Yeah, I hate daylight savings. It's just worthless. All it does is screw up people's sleep.
Yep. Because I have to work early in the morning. That makes it even worse for me.
Yeah. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for playing along with us. We will be back next week, early, on time,
At 6:30 my time.
6:30 next time. That's who is required to get into the studio. Until the rest of us show. And I'm sure that we will probably have all kinds of fun things to talk about next week. The State of the Union was on Tuesday night.
Tuesday, okay.
Yeah.
It was on my birthday then.
Yeah, and there was a lot of stuff that came out of that one too.
Yeah, for nearly 2 hours.
Longest one ever.
About the aftermath.
Oh God! Don't even get started.
Yeah. So yeah. So okay. For those of you that are in the path, be safe this weekend. Stay off the road. I know at the end of February I shouldn't be saying that, but it is what it is.
There always is, from what I understand from previous years, we always get at least one final round of cold weather and snow before it officially ends. That's how I always see it.
Well, the thing is, we get it even after it ends.
Yep.
Like here, we've had snow in April.
Yeah. And many
In
years
May
ago,
here.
there was one time it even occurred in May.
Yep.
Yeah. It's just that a month from now, I'll be in Nevada. And I'm not looking forward to it.
So
Yeah.
that's for your bowling league, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the bowling tournament, I bowl the 25th and 26th. And on the 27th, I make my way back home.
Okay.
I'm leaving here on Friday, so the Thursday before, I will not be doing this show. If you two want to, that's fine. I won't because I'll be in bed because I need to get up early so that I can leave early.
Right.
Because I want to get to Adrian's house before midnight.
Oh, speaking of which, just on a quick side note before we get off, Adrian, I know we were talking about this too, how I said I was going to make a visit to Colorado in May, and this is actually something Chris should know too. Unfortunately, it sounds like I'm not actually able to go after all because none of my family members are going to this. Like my parents, my siblings, none of them are going out to Colorado. So sadly, I may have to miss out on this one.
Oh well, we'll figure it out.
There'll be other opportunities. I know it, but just wanted to give you and Chris the heads up on it.
Speaking of Chris, make a note. I will be in Greeley March 21st and 22nd. those will be the 2 days that we have to meet up because I know Chris is supposed to be giving me like a box or 2 boxes of stuff.
Mm.
So March 21st and 22nd will be the days that we have to meet up because on Monday the 23rd I have to leave because I got to get into Reno on Tuesday. So, Caesar's Palace is in Vegas,
That's
Braxton. I don't know about the Palms. That might be Vegas as well. But I'm going to Reno, and I don't gamble. I do not like gambling. I happen to like my money, what little I have.
well, I can see. First off, Tom McNicholas just showed up right as we were about to end, but you already know how me and Tom are when it comes to gambling.
Oh no! You
we
guys
always,
suck at the slot machines.
we always do the slot machines when we go on our road trips.
Yeah, and somehow you guys make bank.
Well, Tom does more than me, but the last time I
Yeah,
was at the casino,
yeah,
which I
Tom
told
does.
you guys before, was when I was at that casino on New Year's, and I won like $40.
Yeah. So yeah, Chris, the 21st and 22nd. That's the days that we'll have to meet up. Um, and then the 23rd, I leave to drive in the snow. Mostly.
Yay!
Yeah. All right. We're out of here. We will see you guys next week. Be safe and all that good stuff.
Enjoy
And
the nice weather that's going to be tomorrow for those who live close to us. But then, yeah, please be safe for the weekend.
it'll be a good day. Well, it'll be a good day the next 2 days, really.
Yeah, but then it begins dropping down. The snow comes down.
Yeah, well, hopefully not for too long.
Yeah.
So, all right. Have a good night, everybody. We will see you next week.
All righty. So take care, guys. We'll see you next week.